How's everybody doing? My name is Sean Hopkins and just got a package from BainiteSteel.com. Going to be going into business with Gary Cola of BainiteSteel.com. He's going to be the supplier of AR500 armor. And this just isn't any AR500 armor. This is what he calls flash armor. And flash has to do with the process he uses to treat the AR500 armor to make it a little bit stronger than most of the other AR500 brands out there. But went to work Friday, received a text from Gary on Saturday, and then today's Tuesday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days later, voila, package in the mail. Kudos to you, Gary. Appreciate you getting it out so quickly. Looking at what, 4 or 5 day shipping. When the man says he's going to get it out in the mail, he does it. He's a man of his word, and that's what I like. I like professionalism. This is one of those if it fits that ships box from the United States Post Office. They were very diligent in getting it here today. Thank you very much. Let's dig in. Now Gary said he was sending me out a couple plates and a test demo splatter mitigation system, and he wants me to show the splatter mitigation to everybody so that they can see what it is and I can better explain how it works. So this is how he sent it. See what we got here. Alright, there's a, okay, he sent me a 6x8 plate and he sent me the splatter mitigation system. Set that down. And then he sent me a 10x12 plate. Okay, awesome. We'll set that to the side for a second without running the coffee table. What we have here is we have a 10x12 plate with 2 relief cuts at the top. This is the second set of armor I've had to look at, examine. Gary actually leaves a flat cut right here, so I like that. Doesn't detract from the plate. What we will be offering when I sell my armor through Hopkins Armor Holdings next week is we're going to be offering a plate that's longer. It'll actually be from the top to the bottom 14 inches in length, and it'll be 11 inches wide. This is 10x12. When you put it into a Condor tactical plate carrier, it's short. So what winds up happening, the plate goes down to the bottom of the carrier. It sits flush at the bottom, but you've got a big gap at the top where there's no protection. So what I want to do is I want to shift it up, add that extra steel down here. It's not going to be much, maybe a couple extra pounds, but at least you'll have full coverage on your Condor tactical plate carriers. Now, this is AR500 steel. It's treated with his process, and he told me that the edge on this is going to be raw. So he does not want me to shoot it because it's not going to hold a bullet. It's not going to stop a bullet. So he said stay away from the edge, and if you can look, you can actually see the treatment process. From the heat treatment process and the chemicals, whatever he uses, there's a distinct color variation right here. It almost looks like stainless steel, and then it goes into a dark bluish gray. And then if you turn it over, okay, same thing on the back. You see that coloration on the side, and that's not treated. Everything else is treated on this plate except for that edge. Looking at the 6x8 plate, alright, same thing. The edge is raw, and I guess it says do not shoot. Okay, he doesn't want me to shoot that, and I think a little on this one, I think there's a little rawness there on that plate. But one of the things you'll notice about these plates is the workmanship. Each one is ground on the edges. There's no sharp burrs or edges to cut you. The finish is smooth. There's nothing on them, no paint, no primer. On the back he's indicated that this is the shooting area. So right here in the center is the shooting area. Not to shoot this up here. And these are just test plates. This is not what people will be buying. This won't be the finished product. If you actually were to chop that off right there, this is the finished product. This is hard. This is AR500. with a Brunel of over 500. So that's a 6x8. And then his splatter mitigation system uses what looks like a polyurethane or a polycarbonate. It's not as hard as plexiglass. It's a little rubbery, but that'll sit on top and it'll conform very nicely. It'll mold to the top. And then his shield actually has the same curve as the plate itself. So if you just take the plate and stick it in, very nice fit all the way around. And the reason why he's got this cut in here, this is a relief cut. He didn't see a need for all of this steel to be on top of the plate, so he saved it by cutting it out. So what will happen is, when you sandwich these together, the bullet will penetrate the polyurethane, polycarbonate, whatever this material is. It'll hit the plate, and from there it'll fragment. Now what do I mean fragment? As soon as that bullet hits, it's going to explode into about 1,000 pieces, maybe more. The lead's going to go flying out, the fragments from the copper jacket are going to go flying out, and they're actually going to hit 360 degrees. So that's what this shield does. The fragments are going to come in here and they're going to get stopped by the edge. And if you'll notice what Gary's done, he actually took a plate, pressed it in here and pressed it down. Or he took a die and stamped it. So you got nice rounded corners. Little detail to quality. Okay, that shows some thought process in the finish work and everything. The top material is about 1/4 of an inch thick. This is 1/4 of an inch thick, so that's a 1/2 inch plus the shield together. You put it in there. Make sure that it's clamped down. You're going to fold these edges, these flanges over, and that's going to be the system. So right now, we're going to go out, we're going to shoot these plates this Saturday. We're going to shoot them against 338 Lapua Magnum. If you look at my other video, I shot another set of plates with 338 Lapua Magnum. Remember, these are 1/4 inch thick plates. We're going to take it out, shoot it against 338 Lapua Magnum. Try to do 2 shots of that. Maybe 2-3 shots of 308, which is 7.62 by 51. And maybe throw in some 5.56 green penetrators on top of that. The only reason why I'm testing these plates is so that I can have a video to show people and to tell people, look, I tested these plates, I know they'll work. That way you don't have to test them. There's a lot of videos out on the market, you know, with AR500 steel where people are testing them, but that's their test. They can't certify my products. What I'm trying to sell, I can. On top of that, you know, I'll have the certification paperwork from an independent source where I'll take the plates out and I'll have them certified. Hopefully I'll be getting a letter from my police department. They're not endorsing the AR500 steel, but what they're going to do is they're going to verify on letterhead that they shot my plates with 338 Lapua Magnum rounds and that there was no penetration. And all that's going to do is just be a witness statement, you know, to say, look, we shot the plate, it held up, this is what we have, this is what we're going with. I'm going to be supplying armor to my police department and hopefully all the police departments there around. Hopkins Armor Holdings was started by me. I've been in law enforcement over 14 years now, and the one thing that we don't have is we don't have rifle protection. Most officers are lucky if they get a used ballistic vest that'll stop pistol rounds, and most of those vests are between 3 and 5 years old. Some are even older than that, and that's what we have to wear on the job. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to provide a low-cost, high-quality product to the officers, and with a front plate, a back plate, and 2 side plates, I'm going to be offering, including a plate carrier to the officers. I'm trying to shoot for something around $250 to $300. Now, the longer plates, the 11 by 14, will be a little bit more expensive, but for the base plate, 10 by 12, front, back, your choice of either flat or curved. Also, we're going to be offering an option which not a lot of other people are doing, but on the back plate, you're going to be able to get a full rectangular plate. There's no need for the relief cuts on the back. I told my supplier Gary that I wanted flat plates or curved plates that are full rectangular cut on the back, and he said no problem. And right now we're going with that. So check out my website, Hopkins Armor Holdings, on Facebook. You can also look up the YouTube account, Hopkins Armor Holdings. Also, I've got videos under my name, Sean Hopkins, and look for those. Just type in AR500, 338, 308, test, protocol, whatever you want to put in there, try to find them. And if you have any problems, send me an email at hopkinsshawn51@yahoo.com. I'll be more than happy to help direct you to my site. Thank you very much.